Good morning, John. It's Tuesday, October 14th, and I just wanted to let you know that I cannot talk anywhere near as fast as Hank Green. See, I already screwed that up. So, 5 movies. 5 movies. I can only pick 5. 5 is not that many out of all of the movies that I love. I have a list that I made primarily to put on my MySpace page. And I've recently taken that list and reorganized it. It was all in alphabetical order, and then I changed it so that the movies are in alphabetical order but within their own genres. Now I'm thinking of redoing some of the genres because I put some of them in a genre just called classic. It's like, I don't know, that they should be in their proper genres. Also, the foreign movies should be in their proper genres too. Anyway, I decided to pick 5 genres and then pick one movie from each one. And that's what I wrote down on the card. My 5 genres are comedy, drama, science fiction, horror, and queer. We'll start with queer. And I had to go with Shelter. Shelter is a wonderful movie. It was produced by J.D. DeSalvatore, who is a frequent, well, not frequent, but a sometime guest on the Dory Biddle Show, and occasionally on the Frank DeCaro Show. The Frank DeCaro Show, if you're not familiar with it, as you probably aren't, is a show on Sirius Satellite Radio. And Frank's co-host is Doria Biddle. And sometimes Frank isn't there, and then Doria does the show. And we call it the Doria Biddle Show. And she'll often bring in a guest co-host, and that's often JD, or one of her other lesbian friends. Anyway, so that's how I found out about that movie, is from JD. And it premiered at Outfest in LA like 2 years ago now. It finally came out on DVD this summer, and it was really good. Okay, next we have comedy, and I decided to go with a classic comedy from 1927, The Kid Brother, starring Harold Lloyd. He's my favorite actor from the 20s, so I had to go with that for my comedy. Next we have drama. I was looking through things and looking through the drama category, which is the largest category in my list. There's like 10,000 movies in it. Not really, but there's a lot. Probably close to 100, if not more. And I'm looking through all the titles, which are in alphabetical order. Like, oh, that's a good movie. Oh, that one's really good. Oh, this one's great. And then I get down to the next category was classics, and I was like, oh, well, I stuck that in classics, but it's a drama, and it's probably my favorite movie ever, so Casablanca. 1942. And I don't really need to say anything more about Casablanca. Next we have science fiction. You know, on my list, I didn't even list a science fiction category, which is weird. Some of the science fiction movies that are in there I listed under drama, but this one was under classics as well. It's from 1951, The Day the Earth Stood Still. There's a new one coming out, I guess, and you know, after I watched that movie, the old one that is, the original one, I wondered if it would be possible to remake that and make it modern and have it work. Because I mean, if you watch the original in the context of its time, and you think, okay, this is the 50s, and this is the way, you know, aliens were portrayed and whatnot in this time period, it works very well. But it wouldn't work, you know, in the modern era. So I'm curious to see what the new one will be like. But anyway, the old one is still good. Looking through all my categories, one was horror, and there was only one movie listed under horror because I don't really like horror movies. They tend not to be very interesting or scary or anything. A lot of movies that are classified as horror, I don't know, I just kind of laugh at them. But this one was actually quite good, of course. 28 Days Later from 2002. That's probably the best horror movie, I think. Although I will admit that I haven't watched a lot of the really old horror movies. I haven't even watched Nosferatu yet. I have it on DVD, but I haven't watched it. I bought it from my dad. It was on the shelf of previously viewed DVDs at a truck stop for like $2.99, so I was like, oh. Anyway, those are my movies. And John, I'll see you tomorrow. Good, I'll see you tomorrow because you're going to come over to my house tomorrow. Ha ha ha. Okay, bye.